You feel it, don't you? A stirring deep inside your soul, an undeniable pull, a presence that's been with you even when you couldn't fully name it. It's a subtle calling, one that tugs at your heartstrings and leads you to places you've never expected. There's something about you that makes people stop and take notice. You walk into a room, and without saying a word, people feel something shift. It's as if the air itself holds its breath for a moment, recognizing the essence of who you are. Not because of what you wear, not because of your charm, but because of something far deeper. If you've experienced this, if you've ever walked into a space and felt the eyes of others drawn to you, not because of any outward appearance, but because of the light inside you, then this message is for you. If you're still wondering if it's just a coincidence, let me be clear, it's not. You are one of God's chosen ones, and this moment of revelation is divinely timed. The universe has made sure you would receive these words today, as they are your confirmation, the affirmation that you are not alone in this journey. In a world that often feels chaotic and uncertain, it's easy to feel lost or misunderstood. But let me tell you this, what you're feeling, what you've experienced, is not an accident. There's a divine purpose behind it, one that you've been chosen for. Heaven has watched over you, guiding you every step of the way, ensuring that you are in alignment with your calling. The world may not understand the full extent of the light you carry, but that's because it wasn't meant to. The world wasn't prepared for you, and yet you are here, chosen and destined for greatness. This divine calling wasn't something that just happened. It was woven into the fabric of your being long before you were born. You've always had this calling, even if you couldn't always articulate it. Others around you may have failed to see it, but your spirit has always known. You have been destined to be a beacon in the darkness, a light in the midst of shadows. Now, you must recognize it. You must embrace it. So, I ask you, in this moment, to make a declaration. Declare your alignment with your divine purpose. Take a moment to pause and reflect. If this resonates with your spirit, I invite you to comment below with 777 or 444, whichever number feels aligned with you right now. It's a sign that you're ready, that you're embracing your divine identity, that you are stepping into the fullness of who God has called you to be. Before we go any further, I ask you to subscribe to this space, the Rise of the Chosen community. Tap the bell icon and share this video with others who are carrying the same light. This community, this space, is rare. You are part of a select few. Less than 1% of the world carries the divine light we are about to talk about. Now, I want you to listen closely, because today you're going to understand what you carry. You will learn why your presence has the power to draw others, and why, when you move through life, something intangible shifts in the spiritual atmosphere. You may not always be aware of it, but your presence alone is a force, one that cannot be ignored, and it is time to understand why. You have often felt it, haven't you? The shift in the atmosphere when you enter a room. It's subtle, almost imperceptible, but to those sensitive to the spirit, it's undeniable. You are not just walking into a space, you are altering it. Before you've spoken a single word, before anyone even knows your name, your presence has already made an impact. This is the power you carry, the divine aura that surrounds you, a force that cannot be ignored and that is felt deeply by everyone you encounter. This is the mystery of your calling, the unshakable, undeniable influence that comes with being set apart. It's not something you try to project or manufacture. It's a gift from God, woven into the very fabric of your being long before you were even born. Your aura radiates spiritual authority. It's not about what you wear, how you look, or how charming you might be. It is far deeper than that. It is the essence of who you are, a reflection of your divine calling. The peace you carry, the light you embody, the calm that envelops you, these are visible markers of the invisible reality that you are chosen by God. You walk into a room, and sensitive spirits feel it immediately. Those aligned with light are drawn to you. There is an unspoken recognition between souls of like kind, a connection that surpasses earthly understanding. It's as though they've known you forever, even if you've just met. Your spirit recognizes theirs, and vice versa. This is the spiritual bond between those who are chosen. It's not a coincidence. It's part of the divine plan for your life. But there's another side to this. While the light within you draws others, it also disturbs those living in darkness. Your very presence shakes what is hidden in the shadows. People who have not yet come to know God will feel uncomfortable in your presence, even if they can't explain why. They may feel irritated, unsettled, or even triggered, and this is not something you should fear. This is confirmation that your light is doing exactly what God designed it to do. It's a sign that your presence is a spiritual force. It's a weapon against the forces of darkness that work to keep people trapped in sin and despair. This power is not something you can turn on or off. It is a part of you, a divine gift that you carry with you wherever you go. You may not always be aware of how others perceive it, but they feel it. It's why people open up to you in ways they don't with others. They share their deepest secrets, their struggles, their fears, because they sense that you are a safe space. That light within you creates an environment of peace and trust. They don't have to know why, but something about you makes them feel that they can be vulnerable. This is not just a personality trait, it is spiritual authority at work. Sometimes you'll encounter people who are spiritually hungry. They may be drawn to you because of the light you carry, but they are not yet spiritually mature. They may not even recognize that they are looking for God, but they feel the pull of your presence. You become a spiritual lighthouse for them, guiding them toward God, even if they don't realize it yet. And for others, your presence serves as a confirmation. It's as if they have been waiting for something, someone, to show them the truth. When they meet you, it feels like they've found what they've been searching for. But, like any gift, your light is not just a blessing, it also requires responsibility. You've felt the weight of it before, haven't you? The pressure that comes with carrying such a powerful presence. It's not always easy to navigate. There are times when you may feel exhausted, depleted, or drained by the very people who are drawn to you. You've probably encountered individuals who take from you without giving back. They drain your energy, your peace, and your emotional strength, and it can leave you feeling empty. This is part of the challenge of being chosen. You must learn to discern who is drawn to you for pure reasons and who is there to feed off your light. You've probably encountered toxic individuals, those who seek to use your energy, your wisdom, and your peace for their own gain. These people may not always be consciously aware of what they are doing, but they are drawn to you because they can sense that your aura is different. They feel safer, more at peace, and more energized when they are near you. They want to be in your presence because your light makes them feel good, but they don't always give back in return. They don't seek to grow or learn from your example. Instead, they become dependent on you. And this spiritual dependency is dangerous, both for you and for them. Toxic people can be manipulative, using your compassion and generosity against you. They will ask for your time, your attention, your prayers, and your wisdom. But when it comes time to pour into you, they are nowhere to be found. They never give back, and they never seek to improve themselves. They drain you, and you feel it. It's as if they are siphoning your energy, and you begin to feel weaker and less connected to your own purpose. This is why discernment is so crucial for you. You must protect your spirit and your energy by setting boundaries with these individuals. Not everyone who is drawn to you is meant to be close to you. Some people are simply there to take, and you must learn to say no. There is a fine line between being compassionate and being taken advantage of. Compassion is part of your calling, but it must be balanced with wisdom and boundaries. You cannot pour from an empty cup, and if you are constantly giving to others who refuse to grow, you will find yourself drained and unable to fulfill your own divine assignment. It's okay to step back, to protect your energy, and to say, "I cannot help you right now, but I will pray for you." By setting these boundaries, you are not rejecting them. You are protecting yourself and ensuring that you are able to continue walking in your divine calling. Your presence is not just a blessing to others, it is also a form of spiritual warfare. Every time you enter a space, every time you step into a new environment, you are stepping into a battle, whether you realize it or not. You've likely felt it, the unspoken resistance, the subtle pushback from the forces of darkness that don't want your light to shine. It's a spiritual battle that's fought not with words, but with the very essence of your being. Your presence, that divine energy you carry within, sends a message before you even say a word. This one belongs to God. And this message is not one the enemy is willing to ignore. Have you ever walked into a room and noticed the sudden tension? Maybe people become uneasy, or you sense a shift in the atmosphere. It's not about you doing anything wrong. It's because your light, your presence, is disturbing the darkness that resides in that space. You may not even know the full extent of it, but those who are spiritually sensitive feel the shift. It's as if your very existence declares a challenge to the unseen forces that operate in that environment. They are threatened, and they react accordingly. This is why you may have experienced resistance when you were on the verge of a breakthrough. It's why you may have encountered sudden emotional turmoil, unexpected obstacles, or even personal attacks when you were about to step into something greater. It's the enemy's way of trying to stop you from fulfilling your calling. And the reason they react so strongly is because they know the power you carry. Your presence, the divine light within you, is not just a source of comfort for those around you. It is also a weapon. It's a weapon against the darkness, a force that disrupts the status quo, a declaration of God's power. When you step into a space, you shift the spiritual atmosphere. You might not always see it, but you are a catalyst for spiritual change, and that's something the enemy cannot stand. This is why silence is so crucial to your spiritual strength. When you withdraw from certain environments, when you go quiet, you give space for God to work. You stop giving the enemy ammunition to use against you. Silence becomes a shield, protecting your divine calling and allowing you to focus on what truly matters. It is during these moments of quiet that you sharpen your spiritual senses, allowing you to hear God's whispers more clearly. Silence is a form of protection, a way to keep your energy intact and your purpose aligned with God's will. In a world that values constant noise, constant action, and constant communication, silence is a rare and powerful tool. It is a weapon that few can wield, but for you, it is essential. It is in these moments of silence that you become stronger, more focused, and more attuned to the divine frequencies that guide your steps. And when you do speak, your words carry more weight, more power, more authority. You've probably noticed it when you remain silent, when you don't engage in every conversation or defend yourself in every situation. You begin to see things more clearly. People's true motives are revealed. The enemy's plans become exposed. Silence gives you the space to discern what is truly happening beneath the surface. And when the time is right, when God tells you it's time to speak, your words will have the power to shift entire atmospheres. But here's the thing. Silence is not just about holding back in certain situations. It's also about guarding your spirit. It's about making sure that you are not giving away pieces of your divine energy to those who don't deserve it. It's about knowing when to keep things between you and God, when to protect the revelations He's given you, and when to stay in the quiet until He tells you to move. When you learn to embrace silence as a form of spiritual warfare, you will start to notice a shift in your own life. You will feel more grounded, more centered, and more connected to your divine purpose. The noise of the world will fade into the background, and you will find clarity in the stillness. And it is in that stillness, in that silence, that God can speak to you the loudest. There will be times when toxic people will try to draw you into conflict, when they will try to manipulate you into speaking, into defending yourself, into justifying your actions. These people are spiritually empty, and they seek to drain your energy. But here's the truth. You are not responsible for their spiritual well-being. You cannot be their source. You can pray for them, you can love them, but you must set boundaries. You must protect your energy and your purpose. Your light is not meant to be siphoned off by those who refuse to seek God for themselves. Toxic people thrive on your energy. They want you to stay in their orbit, to continue pouring into them, to keep them feeling safe and stable. But they never give back. They take and take and take, and eventually they will leave you drained, unproductive, and spiritually weakened. This is why it is crucial to recognize the difference between people who are genuinely seeking God and those who are simply looking to use you as a lifeline. It's not easy to set boundaries, especially when these toxic people have become so accustomed to your presence, to the stability and peace you bring. They will try to make you feel guilty for stepping away, for choosing silence over constant engagement. But you must remember this. Your mission is not to be everyone's emotional support. Your mission is to walk in alignment with God's plan, to fulfill the calling He has placed on your life. And sometimes that means withdrawing from those who would use you to further their own agendas. You are called to be a light in the darkness, but you are not called to be a light that is constantly flickering, constantly dimmed by the demands of others. You are called to burn bright, to shine with the power of the Holy Spirit. And in order to do that, you must protect your spirit. You must set boundaries and guard your energy, because the more you honor your divine calling, the more the enemy will try to send distractions your way. This is why discernment is so important. When you begin to feel spiritually drained, when you start noticing that certain relationships are taking more from you than they are giving, it's time to step back. Trust your instincts. Trust your spirit. When you withdraw, you are not rejecting anyone. You are simply aligning yourself with God's will, and by doing so, you allow space for the right people to come into your life, those who are meant to walk with you, to help you fulfill your divine purpose. The more you learn to guard your spirit, the more you will find yourself walking in divine alignment. Your presence will shift, not just in the physical world, but in the spiritual realm. The enemy will no longer have a foothold in your life, and you will be able to walk in the fullness of your calling with clarity and confidence, knowing that God is guiding every step. So, when you feel that pull to retreat, when you sense the need to be silent, listen to it. It's not a weakness, it's not avoidance, it's a strategy, a divine strategy. Silence is not an absence, it is a presence, one that holds within it the power to transform, to protect, and to shift the atmosphere wherever you go. Now that you understand the power of your presence and the spiritual significance of your silence, it's time to explore the deeper layers of your spiritual authority. You may not have fully realized this yet, but your silence is not just a passive act. It is a force, a spiritual weapon that, when used wisely, creates shifts in the atmosphere around you. Silence is a tool that allows you to step into the fullness of your divine calling. It is a shield that protects your spirit, a magnifier of your discernment, and a clarifier of your divine purpose. You may have experienced moments where, in the midst of chaos, you chose to remain quiet. You didn't engage, didn't argue, didn't try to defend yourself. In those moments, you felt something powerful happen within you. Your spirit became clearer, sharper, and more attuned to God's whispers. The environment around you began to settle, and you felt a sense of peace that surpassed understanding. This was the power of your silence at work. When you choose to withhold your words, you allow your spirit to function at its highest capacity. Silence allows you to hear God more clearly and to discern the spiritual climate more acutely. In a world where noise and distractions dominate, your silence becomes a countercultural statement. People are used to filling every moment with sound, always talking, always defending, always justifying. But for you, chosen one, silence is where your strength lies. It is where your spiritual authority is amplified. Silence is not an absence of action. It is an intentional withdrawal, a step back so that God's voice can become the loudest in your life. But it's not just about hearing God. Silence is also about protecting what God has entrusted to you. There are spiritual assignments, prophecies, and revelations that God has given you, and some of them are not meant for public consumption, not yet. The world is not ready for all that God is about to reveal through you. Some of the visions and messages He has given you are sacred and should remain between you and Him until the appointed time. If you reveal too much, too soon, you risk having the enemy distort or twist the message before it has had a chance to take root. This is why God teaches you the value of silence. He is protecting what He has placed within you. Silence preserves the purity of the revelation, allowing it to grow in secret until it's time for it to be revealed in full force. Silence is not hiding, it is safeguarding. You are guarding the treasure God has placed in your heart, ensuring that it will not be prematurely exposed to those who would seek to destroy it. In the process of learning to remain silent, you are also learning to develop greater spiritual sensitivity. The more you choose to stay quiet, the more you tune your spirit to God's frequency. You begin to notice the subtle shifts in the spiritual atmosphere, the gentle nudges of the Holy Spirit, the whispers of angels, and the warnings of the enemy. Silence sharpens your discernment, making you more aware of what is happening in the unseen realm. When you are quiet, you are better able to hear the divine whispers that will guide you in your journey. But silence doesn't just protect you from the enemy. It also exposes the motives of those around you. Have you ever been in a situation where you chose to stay silent, only to watch others reveal their true intentions? It's as though, when you stop speaking, the mask begins to slip, and people's real faces come to the surface. Silence forces them to confront their own motivations, and you begin to see who they truly are. Are they drawn to your light because they genuinely seek God, or are they using you as a source of comfort, validation, or control? This is the power of your silence. It allows you to discern the hearts of others without them even knowing it. When you choose not to engage in every conversation, not to defend every accusation, and not to explain yourself at every turn, you create space for others to reveal their true nature. It's as if your silence acts as a mirror, reflecting their intentions back at them. Those who are aligned with God will respect your silence, will honor your boundaries, and will continue to walk with you in a way that nurtures your divine calling. But those who are not aligned, those who are only seeking to take, will show their true colors. They will grow frustrated, they will try to manipulate, or they will distance themselves. And this, too, is confirmation that your boundaries are working as they should. Toxic people, especially those who are spiritually empty, thrive on reaction. They want you to speak, to defend yourself, to engage with them. They want to keep you in a constant state of emotional response, so they can feed off your energy. But when you withhold your response, when you choose to remain silent, you starve them of the emotional fuel they need. They cannot manipulate you when you are not reacting to their attempts. And that, chosen one, is how you gain power over them. Your silence disempowers them because it removes their ability to control you. This is where spiritual warfare becomes even more intense. The enemy uses these toxic people as pawns to drain you, to distract you, and to keep you from focusing on your divine purpose. But when you remain silent, when you refuse to engage, you break the cycle. You break the spiritual contract that has been established between you and these individuals, and you regain control over your own energy. You are no longer a passive participant in their spiritual manipulation. You are actively protecting yourself, your calling, and your divine purpose by choosing silence. Silence also reveals what is hidden in the spiritual realm. When you are quiet, you give space for the enemy's schemes to be exposed. The enemy thrives on noise, on confusion, on chaos. But when you remain still, when you stop participating in the noise, the enemy has no room to operate. Their plans are disrupted, their strategies are thwarted, and their power is diminished. Silence disrupts the enemy's ability to see your next move, and it frustrates them. They cannot predict what you will do next because they can't read your reactions. They don't know what's coming, and that uncertainty keeps them off balance. And let's not forget that silence can also be a form of divine protection. God uses silence to shield you from unnecessary attacks. He knows that when you speak too much, you expose yourself to the enemy. When you are constantly talking, constantly justifying, constantly defending yourself, you give the enemy access to your thoughts, to your plans, and to your weaknesses. But when you choose to remain silent, you withhold that information from the enemy. You protect yourself from being attacked on the battlefield of words. This is why silence is a form of wisdom. It allows you to move with strategy, not impulse. It gives you the space to hear from God, to wait for His timing, and to act with clarity. It's not about being passive. It's about being active in your spiritual discipline, being intentional in your spiritual walk. You are not simply withholding words for the sake of it. You are doing so because you are waiting for the right moment. The moment when God releases you to speak, to act, to move forward. And when that moment comes, your words and actions will carry the weight of divine authority. So, chosen one, remember this. Silence is not a passive act. It is an active, powerful weapon in your spiritual arsenal. It protects you, it reveals truth, It exposes the enemy's plans, and it strengthens your connection to God. When you choose to be silent, you are choosing to align yourself with God's will, to trust His timing, and to protect the divine calling He has placed on your life. Your silence is not empty. It is filled with the presence of God, the power of your divine calling, and the authority that comes with being set apart. Now that we've explored the power of silence and its role in protecting your spirit and maintaining divine alignment, let's dive deeper into how the enemy will react when you choose to step back. This is crucial because understanding the enemy's tactics can give you the wisdom you need to stay on track. When you begin to withdraw your energy, when you start setting spiritual boundaries, you will notice something interesting happening. Toxic people, those who have become spiritually dependent on your light, will begin to panic. This panic is not always dramatic. It's often subtle, maybe even disguised as concern, guilt, or urgency. But make no mistake, it is real. The panic you feel in them is a sign that they can no longer survive without the spiritual covering you've been unknowingly providing. They may try to reach out, pull you back into old patterns, or manipulate you into giving them your attention and energy again. Their spirit, which has been feeding off your light, begins to feel the absence of it, and this creates fear. They are spiritually unprepared to operate without your presence, and that discomfort manifests as panic. At first, this may be difficult to understand, especially when they come to you with what seems like genuine concern. They may tell you they need your wisdom, your guidance, your prayers, or your support. They may even promise to change, to be better, to make the effort. But here's the reality. These people have become spiritually dependent on you, and that's something that can be damaging for both of you. While it may seem compassionate to continue pouring into them, you must recognize that this is not your responsibility. God never called you to be their savior. He called you to shine His light, to walk in your calling, and to be a vessel of His love and truth. If someone refuses to seek God for themselves and instead relies on you as their constant source, that is a dangerous dynamic. This is where discernment becomes crucial. You need to be able to distinguish between someone who is genuinely seeking help and someone who is using you as a spiritual battery. Toxic people often drain your energy without offering anything in return. They come to you with constant crises, with stories that never seem to resolve, with requests for your time and attention. But when it comes time for them to give back, they are nowhere to be found. It's not about them being bad people. It's about them not being spiritually mature enough to stand on their own. And as much as you may want to help, your mission is not to be someone else's crutch. Your mission is to fulfill God's purpose for your life and help others in a way that aligns with His plan. These toxic relationships are often filled with emotional highs and lows. One moment, you may feel like you're helping, you're making a difference, and the next, you may find yourself spiritually drained and questioning why you're so exhausted. You can't keep giving to people who refuse to change. You can't keep investing in relationships that do not bear fruit. And this is why setting boundaries is so important. Your boundaries are not a sign of rejection. They are a sign of divine protection. They protect you from being drained, manipulated, and spiritually depleted. They allow you to walk in the fullness of your calling without constantly being pulled in 1,000 different directions. When you pull away, when you choose silence or space, you will notice the reaction of these toxic people. They will panic. They will try to pull you back into old patterns of behavior. They will attempt to guilt you, manipulate you, or make you feel responsible for their well-being. They may even accuse you of abandoning them or being selfish. But do not be swayed. This is their panic response to the absence of your energy. It is a sign that your presence, your light, has been sustaining them in ways you may not have realized. And as uncomfortable as their panic may feel, it is a sign that you are doing the right thing by stepping back. This is where the power of your silence becomes even more evident. Your silence forces them to face their own spiritual state. Without your light to feed off, they will have to confront the emptiness within them. It's in this moment that they are given an opportunity to turn to God, to seek Him for their own healing and growth. And while it may feel uncomfortable to see them struggle, this is part of their journey. Just as you had to go through your own seasons of growth, they must do the same. but you are not called to carry their burden for them. You are called to walk in your own divine purpose, and sometimes that means letting go and allowing others to face the consequences of their choices. When you choose silence, when you choose to withdraw, you are also giving yourself the opportunity to heal and replenish. You are not just guarding your energy from others, you are protecting it for yourself. You need that space to reconnect with God, to pray, to worship, and to restore the strength you need to continue walking in your calling. Without this time of spiritual replenishment, you will find yourself empty, unable to continue the work God has set before you. The panic from toxic people is a sign that you are breaking free from unhealthy spiritual dependencies. It's a sign that you are learning to protect your energy, to set boundaries, and to prioritize your divine calling above all else. And while it may feel difficult at first, this is exactly what God is calling you to do. He is calling you to step into a new season of spiritual maturity, one where you can recognize who is truly aligned with your purpose and who is simply taking from you without giving anything back. This is not a time to shrink back or feel guilty. This is a time to embrace your divine power and authority. It's a time to walk boldly in the truth of who you are, a chosen one, set apart for a purpose. The enemy will try to use toxic people to keep you distracted, to make you feel guilty for setting boundaries, and to pull you back into old cycles. But do not be swayed. Your silence is your strength, and your boundaries are a sign of God's protection. When you set these boundaries, you are not only protecting yourself, but you are also allowing space for the right people to come into your life. You are creating room for those who will support you, encourage you, and walk with you in alignment with God's plan. And while toxic people may react with panic, the right people will recognize your boundaries and respect them. They will understand that your purpose is too important to be constantly drained by others. So, chosen one, embrace your silence. Embrace the power of setting boundaries. Your presence, your light, your energy, they are sacred. And when you protect them, you are ensuring that you can walk boldly into the next season of your calling. You are allowing yourself to heal, to grow, and to continue fulfilling the divine purpose God has set before you. The panic from toxic people is just a sign that you're on the right track. Keep moving forward. Now that you understand the importance of setting boundaries and embracing your silence as a tool of divine protection, it's time to take a deeper look at the panic response of toxic people and how to navigate it with wisdom. The panic of toxic individuals is a sign of spiritual warfare, but it also provides you with an opportunity for growth and alignment with your divine purpose. These people may not even realize it, but they have become spiritually dependent on your light. And when you start to withdraw that light, even subtly, their entire world begins to shift. This panic is not always loud or dramatic. Often, it manifests in passive-aggressive behaviors, guilt trips, or emotional manipulation. You may see these individuals begin to behave out of character, trying to draw you back into old dynamics. They may initiate conversations that revisit old issues, stir up unresolved conflicts, or present new crises that demand your attention. This sudden urgency, these tactics to re-establish a connection, are all rooted in the fear of losing the energy, the stability, and the spiritual covering you have provided for them. They are not panicking because they truly care about you. No, their panic is a survival tactic. Their spirit is reacting to the absence of your light, and they are scrambling to regain it. This is a battle for your energy, for your focus, and for your peace. But you must not be swayed by their panic. You must remember that you are not responsible for their spiritual growth. You are responsible for walking in alignment with God's will, for fulfilling your divine purpose, and for maintaining your spiritual integrity. Toxic people are often spiritually empty. They have not developed the tools to feed themselves spiritually, and they rely on others, on you, to do the work that only God can do in their lives. This is why they are drawn to your light. They can sense that you carry peace, wisdom, and divine energy, and they want to bask in that energy without doing the work themselves. They may make it seem like they need you, but the truth is they need God, just as you do. They need to learn how to seek Him for themselves, just as you did. And you, chosen one, must step back and allow them the space to do that. The panic you witness is not a reflection of your failure. It is a sign that you are doing the right thing by pulling away. Their reaction is proof that you have been a source of light, that your presence has had a profound impact on their spiritual state. But just as you have your own divine purpose to fulfill, they have their own path to walk. And sometimes that path requires them to face the emptiness within themselves and turn to God for their own healing. It is not your job to heal them, to carry their burdens, or to be their constant source of light. It is your job to shine, to walk in your calling, and to be an example of what it looks like to live in alignment with God's plan. When toxic people panic, they often try to manipulate you into feeling guilty. They may say things like, "You've always been there for me," or "You're abandoning me when I need you the most." These statements are designed to pull at your heartstrings, to make you question your decision to set boundaries. But here's the hard truth. You are not abandoning them. You are protecting yourself. You are protecting your spiritual energy, your calling, and your divine assignment. The moment you give in to their emotional manipulation, you open the door for them to drain you once again. And once you've been drained, it becomes harder to fulfill your purpose. You must remember that God did not call you to be someone's emotional crutch. He did not call you to be their God. He called you to be a light in the darkness, to walk in His purpose, and to use your influence to bring people closer to Him. If someone is not willing to seek God for themselves, you cannot carry the weight of their spiritual journey. It is not your responsibility to heal their wounds, to fix their problems, or to make them feel whole. Only God can do that. So when these toxic individuals begin to panic, when they try to guilt trip you into re-engaging with them, you must stand firm in your decision to maintain boundaries. You must remember that your silence, your withdrawal, is not rejection, it is protection. Protection for you and protection for them. By pulling away, you are giving them the space they need to grow spiritually. You are giving them the opportunity to turn to God, to seek Him for their own healing, and to find the strength to stand on their own. Your light is meant to illuminate the path, not to carry others down it. But this doesn't mean that you stop loving them. This doesn't mean that you stop praying for them, that you stop wishing them well, or that you abandon them completely. It simply means that you are setting the appropriate boundaries to protect your own energy and purpose. You are giving them the opportunity to seek God for themselves, without relying on you as their constant source of light. And if they are truly meant to be a part of your life, they will respect your boundaries. They will understand that your decision to step back is not personal, it is spiritual. And if they are not ready to respect those boundaries, then perhaps it is time for them to step away. One of the most difficult aspects of this process is the guilt that can arise when you choose to step away. You may feel like you're abandoning people who depend on you, like you're being selfish or unkind. But chosen one, let me remind you, you are not being selfish. You are being obedient to God's plan for your life. You are protecting your divine calling, your spiritual health, and your relationship with God. You cannot pour from an empty cup. You cannot walk in your divine purpose if you are constantly drained by those who refuse to grow and learn on their own. It's okay to say, "I cannot help you right now, but I will pray for you." It's okay to take a step back and focus on your own spiritual journey. It's okay to guard your energy and protect your calling. And if people who are meant to be in your life truly respect you, they will understand that you are doing this for your own well-being and for theirs. They will understand that your silence, your boundaries, are a sign of spiritual strength, not weakness. This is why you must always maintain your discernment. You must be able to tell the difference between someone who genuinely needs help and someone who is simply feeding off your energy. Discernment is a gift that God has given you to protect your spiritual health and to guide you in your journey. You will encounter many people who will try to manipulate your time, your energy, and your resources. But with discernment, you will be able to tell who is truly aligned with your purpose and who is just trying to drain you. When you step into your calling, when you begin to shine the light that God has placed within you, there will always be those who will try to hold on to you. They will try to keep you tethered to them, to keep you from moving forward. But chosen one, you were never meant to be held back. You were meant to go forward, to fulfill the divine purpose that has been placed on your life. You are not called to be a spiritual lifeline for everyone. You are called to be a beacon of light, shining for those who are ready to receive it. So, chosen one, as you continue on this journey, remember this: your presence is powerful, your light is divine. And when you set boundaries, when you choose to walk in silence, when you choose to protect your energy, you are walking in alignment with God's plan for your life. Don't let the panic of others make you second-guess your decisions. Stand firm in your divine calling, knowing that the right people will respect your boundaries and the wrong people will reveal their true intentions. As you continue to walk in alignment with your divine purpose, remember that not every moment will be filled with clarity, not every path will be smooth, and not every relationship will be easy. The process of stepping into your calling requires constant vigilance, discernment, and the ability to remain grounded in your faith, even when things seem uncertain. In the midst of spiritual warfare, the enemy will try to distract you, discourage you, and pull you off course. This is why maintaining your boundaries is not just a one-time act, it is an ongoing discipline. It's a tool that you must learn to use consistently, day in and day out, to protect yourself from the spiritual drain that comes from toxic people and from the distractions that can so easily pull you away from God's purpose for your life. There will be moments when you question yourself. You may feel guilty for stepping away from people who seem to need you. You may struggle with the feeling that you're abandoning them or that you're being selfish for putting your own needs first. But I want you to understand this truth. You are not called to be a savior to everyone you meet. You are not called to carry the weight of others' spiritual growth on your shoulders. Your calling is to be a light in the world, to walk in alignment with God's will, and to share the truth with those who are ready to receive it. And that means sometimes letting go of people who are not yet ready to walk in their own spiritual growth. The key to discerning when to step back and set boundaries lies in knowing your purpose. Your purpose is not to make everyone comfortable with your presence. Your purpose is to reflect God's light, to share His love, and to live in obedience to His will. If someone is drawn to you but is not willing to grow or take responsibility for their own spiritual journey, that is a red flag. They are not seeking God through you. They are seeking to feed off your energy. This is where the discipline of silence, discernment, and boundary setting becomes essential. You must learn to say no, not out of selfishness, but out of spiritual maturity. You are called to be a steward of the gifts God has given you, and sometimes that means protecting your energy from those who would misuse it. Toxic people will often try to guilt-trip you into staying connected to them, or they may resort to manipulation tactics. They will try to make you feel responsible for their happiness, their well-being, or their spiritual health. They may even accuse you of being selfish or uncaring. But let me remind you, your silence, your withdrawal, your decision to step back is not selfish. It is necessary. It is an act of spiritual self-preservation, and it's a step toward protecting your divine assignment. You cannot fulfill God's purpose for your life if you are constantly giving away your energy to people who are not aligned with that purpose. The enemy knows this. He knows that if he can keep you distracted, if he can keep you pouring into people who refuse to grow, he can prevent you from stepping fully into your calling. Your divine calling is too important to be squandered on toxic relationships. You were created for greatness, for a purpose that only you can fulfill. And in order to fulfill that purpose, you must remain connected to God, to your calling, and to the divine mission He has given you. Toxic people will try to pull you off course, to drag you into their spiritual mess, to keep you in a constant state of emotional upheaval. But God is calling you to something greater. He is calling you to walk in divine alignment, to be a beacon of light in a dark world, to fulfill the unique purpose He has designed for you. In the process of setting boundaries, you may experience moments of loneliness. You may feel disconnected from people who have been a part of your life for a long time. You may feel like you are walking this journey alone, but know this: you are never truly alone. God is with you every step of the way. He is guiding you, protecting you, and equipping you for the journey ahead. The loneliness you feel is not a sign of failure. It is a sign that you are being set apart for something greater. You are being prepared for the divine mission that God has laid before you. As you continue on this path, you will find that the right people will be drawn to you. The right relationships will come into alignment with your calling. These are the people who will support you, encourage you, and walk with you in purpose. They will not try to drain your energy or manipulate you into fulfilling their needs. They will recognize the divine light within you, and they will honor the boundaries you set to protect that light. These are the relationships that will help you grow, that will strengthen your spirit, and that will push you closer to God. But first, you must learn to walk in the power of your silence. You must learn to trust in God's timing and in His ability to bring the right people into your life. The more you embrace silence, the more you will grow in your spiritual maturity. The more you honor your boundaries, the more you will align with your true purpose. And the more you step into your calling, the more you will see the enemy's tactics exposed. The panic of toxic people will become less and less effective. You will no longer be swayed by their manipulations or their attempts to pull you into their spiritual drama. You will be able to move forward with confidence, knowing that you are walking in alignment with God's plan. But this is not a journey that happens overnight. This process takes time, it takes patience, it takes practice. You will have to continually check your own motivations, continually guard your heart, and continually seek God's guidance. But the more you do this, the stronger you will become. The more you protect your energy, the more you will see God's favor and anointing in your life. And the more you walk in silence, the more powerful your presence will become. You will become a spiritual force that cannot be ignored, a beacon of light that cannot be extinguished. As you step into the fullness of your divine calling, remember this: the enemy will always try to distract you, discourage you, and drain you. But you have the power to stand firm. You have the authority to protect your energy and your purpose. And with every boundary you set, with every moment of silence you embrace, you are one step closer to fulfilling the divine mission God has called you to. Keep moving forward, chosen one. Your purpose is too important to be derailed by toxic people or the distractions of the enemy. Keep walking in the light, and the right people will find their way to you. Now that you have learned to embrace the power of silence, set boundaries, and discern the true nature of those around you, it's time to shift the focus to the long-term implications of walking in your divine calling. Stepping into your purpose is not a one-time event, it is a journey, a process of continual transformation that will bring both blessings and challenges. As you walk this path, you will encounter moments of resistance, but you will also experience profound growth, clarity, and divine favor. The more you align with God's purpose for your life, the more you will witness His hand at work, guiding you, strengthening you, and refining you for the mission ahead. One of the most powerful aspects of walking in your divine calling is the realization that your journey is not just about you. The blessings you receive, the wisdom you gain, and the light you carry are not for your benefit alone. They are meant to be shared, to touch the lives of others, and to bring glory to God. You were chosen for a purpose that extends beyond your own life. Your presence in the world is part of God's greater plan, and as you walk in alignment with that plan, you will find that everything you do has a ripple effect, touching the lives of those around you in ways you cannot always see. But while this journey is filled with purpose and divine favor, it is also filled with spiritual warfare. The closer you get to fulfilling your calling, the more the enemy will try to stop you. Spiritual resistance is a reality that every chosen one faces, but it is also a sign that you are on the right path. The enemy does not fight those who are not a threat. The more you grow in your divine purpose, the more the enemy will try to discourage you, distract you, and derail you from your mission. This is why it is so important to remain vigilant, to keep your eyes focused on God, and to continually seek His guidance. As you continue to move forward in your calling, you will begin to notice something profound. The more you step into your purpose, the more God will reveal Himself to you. The deeper you walk with Him, the clearer His voice will become, and the more sensitive you will be to the nudges of the Holy Spirit. This is a process of spiritual refinement. It's not always easy, but it is always worth it. The challenges you face will become opportunities for growth, and every obstacle will serve to strengthen your faith and your resolve. You will begin to see that everything you have gone through, every trial, every moment of silence, every boundary you've set, has been part of God's divine preparation for what is to come. But this preparation requires patience. You must learn to trust God's timing. Just because you are walking in your calling doesn't mean everything will happen instantly. There will be moments when you feel like you're not making progress, or when you feel like you're stuck in a season of waiting. This is where your faith will be tested. Waiting on God's timing is one of the most difficult aspects of walking in your divine calling, but it is also one of the most rewarding. When you wait on God, you allow Him to work on your behalf, to open doors that no man can shut, and to bring the right people, opportunities, and circumstances into your life. The waiting is not wasted time. It is a time of growth, of preparation, and of alignment. As you wait, you will find that God's timing is always perfect. What may seem like a delay to you is actually part of His perfect plan. He is refining you, preparing you, and positioning you for the blessings that are ahead. And when the time is right, everything will fall into place. The doors you've been waiting for will open. The people you've been praying for will come into your life, and the divine connections you've been seeking will be established. But it's important to remember that God's timing is not always the same as ours. You may feel like it's taking too long, but He sees the bigger picture. He knows what you need and when you need it. Trust that His timing is perfect, and know that when the time comes, everything will align just as it should. While you wait, there are also spiritual practices that will help you stay focused and aligned with your calling. Prayer, fasting, and worship are essential disciplines for the chosen one. These practices strengthen your spiritual connection to God and help you stay grounded in your purpose. Prayer allows you to commune with God, to seek His guidance, and to align your will with His. Fasting sharpens your discernment and helps you remain focused on the things of the Spirit. Worship opens your heart to God and magnifies His presence in your life. These disciplines are not just rituals, they are lifelines. They are the fuel that keeps your light burning bright and your spirit strong. As you engage in these practices, you will find that the more you seek God, the more He will reveal Himself to you. You will begin to experience greater clarity, greater peace, and greater understanding of your divine purpose. The more you draw near to God, the more He will equip you for the journey ahead. And as you continue to walk in alignment with His will, you will begin to see the fruits of your labor. You will begin to see the impact you are having on those around you, and you will start to understand why you were chosen for such a time as this. One of the greatest challenges of walking in your calling is learning to trust that God is in control. You cannot control the timing, the people, or the circumstances of your life, but you can trust that God is sovereign and that He has a perfect plan for you. Your job is to walk in obedience, to trust Him with every step, and to remain faithful to the calling He has placed on your life. The enemy will try to make you doubt, to make you question if you're on the right path, but you must hold fast to your faith. God has a plan for you, and He is faithful to bring it to completion. The more you align with God's purpose, the more you will see your influence grow. You will begin to attract people who are meant to walk alongside you in your journey. These are the people who will support you, who will encourage you, and who will help you fulfill your divine mission. They will be drawn to your light, and together you will accomplish great things for the kingdom of God. But remember, chosen one, the enemy will always try to send distractions your way. He will send people, situations, and circumstances that try to pull you off course. But when you remain rooted in your divine calling, when you stay focused on your purpose, these distractions will not have the power to derail you. You will continue moving forward, step by step, in alignment with God's plan. As you move forward, remember that the journey you are on is not just about you. It is about the impact you will have on others, the light you will bring to the world, and the glory you will give to God. Your calling is bigger than any one person. It is a divine mission that will bring healing, transformation, and hope to those around you. And as you walk in that calling, you will see God's favor rest upon you, and you will witness His power at work in your life in ways you never imagined. So, chosen one, keep walking, keep moving forward, keep embracing your divine calling, trusting in God's timing, and protecting your spirit with silence, boundaries, and discernment. The journey is just beginning, And with God by your side, you are destined for greatness. As you step further into your divine calling, one of the most profound realizations you will come to is that this journey is about more than just your individual path. It is a collective mission. The light within you is not meant to be hidden. It is meant to shine for the world to see, to guide others to the truth, to inspire change, and to make a lasting impact on those you encounter. As you continue to walk in alignment with God's plan, you will notice that the people around you begin to shift. The right people, those who are aligned with your purpose, will be drawn to you, and the wrong people, those who seek to use your light for their own gain, will begin to reveal themselves. You are walking in divine alignment, and with that alignment comes an undeniable spiritual magnetism. People will be drawn to you, not just for what you do, but for who you are, the essence of your being. They will feel the peace, the authority, and the love that radiates from you. But while this is a beautiful and powerful thing, it also comes with its challenges. There will be moments when toxic people, those who are spiritually empty, will be drawn to you, not because they seek God, but because they seek to feed off your light. This is where you must be even more vigilant, even more discerning. Not everyone who is drawn to you is meant to walk alongside you. Some will want to take from you your energy, your time, your wisdom, and leave you drained and unfulfilled. It is vital that you learn to set boundaries and protect your spirit. You are not called to be a lifeline for those who refuse to seek God for themselves. You are called to be a vessel for His light, to share His love and truth, and to walk in divine purpose. And sometimes, that means walking away from people who are not aligned with your calling. This isn't about judgment. It's about spiritual health and alignment. You cannot walk in your calling if you are constantly being drained by those who refuse to grow. You cannot fulfill your divine purpose if you are spending all your energy trying to pull people up who are not ready to stand on their own. This is where discernment becomes a powerful tool. You must be able to tell the difference between those who are genuinely seeking God and those who are simply using you as a source of comfort, stability, and energy. But there is also great beauty in this process. As you set boundaries and protect your energy, you will create space for the right people to enter your life. These are the people who will honor your light, who will walk with you in your journey, and who will support you as you fulfill your divine purpose. They will not drain you, but they will add to you. They will help you grow, and in turn, you will help them grow. Together, you will accomplish great things for the kingdom of God. And these relationships will be a source of strength, encouragement, and accountability. The right people will not only be drawn to you, but they will also recognize the calling on your life. They will see the divine purpose within you and will walk alongside you, not to take from you, but to contribute to the work that God has called you to do. These people will be a blessing, a source of support, and a reminder that you are not alone on this journey. God will bring the right people into your life at the right time, and when they come, they will help you fulfill your divine purpose. As you continue to walk in this divine calling, remember that the journey is not always easy, but it is always worth it. The challenges you face, the resistance you encounter, and the moments of silence you endure are all part of God's divine preparation for what lies ahead. Every step you take, every boundary you set, and every moment you choose to remain silent is an act of obedience to God's will. It is a step closer to fulfilling the mission He has set before you. And as you walk in alignment with God, you will see the fruit of your labor. You will see lives transformed, hearts healed, and souls saved. Your light will shine brighter than ever before, and you will begin to understand the full extent of your divine purpose. You were chosen for a time such as this, and you are walking in your calling with grace, strength, and authority. So, chosen one, continue to walk boldly. Continue to set boundaries, to embrace silence, and to protect your energy. Your journey is just beginning, and as you continue to walk in alignment with God's will, you will fulfill the purpose He has placed on your life. The world needs your light, and you are ready to shine. Wish Holy Spirits with you, chosen ones.